Dr. Laura Colkett, Program Director, other members of faculty, distinguished guests, fellow students, participants all, hello. I am Leolyn Christopher, a District Education Officer attached to the Ministry of Education and a student of the St. George's University Master of Education Program 2021 cohort. Welcome to my presentation. The topic of my capstone project is Dyscalculia and Mathematical Matters. What is dyscalculia? Dyscalculia is an impairment in mathematical ability. There is a significant discrepancy in performance in mathematics as compared to performance in other academic areas. My capstone project took the form of a workshop which was conducted at 2 primary schools within my district. It was aimed at increasing principals and the teachers' knowledge of dyscalculia and to develop the awareness of students who are struggling in mathematics. The ultimate goal of the workshop was the development of a school-specific mathematics program by the schools to provide more direct support to their students. My motivation stemmed from my personal struggles with mathematics in secondary school and at college. I was subsequently diagnosed with dyscalculia. I was also motivated to act when I observed the low national pass rates in mathematics at the primary and secondary schools in Grenada. I was inspired to conduct a self-study, sometimes referred to as a narrative inquiry of my experiences as a student with dyscalculia. The process involved a self-interview, reflections on my experiences at school, examination of my autobiography, inspection of national statistics on students' performance in mathematics, and a review of literature. Webster and Matova 2007 explain that reflecting critically on the stories we live and tell may help us to understand how we can use them more responsibly and creatively. Analysis of the information that I gathered influenced my capstone project and allowed me to use the information responsibly. From this research, 3 main themes were identified. 1. Dyscalculia is a lesser-known disability, so students with dyscalculia may not receive accommodation or support. I can relate to this theme based on my own experiences, on conversations with educators at different levels of the education system, my colleagues at work, and the workshop that was conducted with the 2 schools. The term and its associated implications are hardly known. This puts into perspective the words of Connew 2018, quote, "When a person states they are a bad reader, society places an increased amount of attention on that person. When a person states that they are bad at math, it comes across as a relatively normal statement," unquote. Can this be a contributing factor to the low percentage pass rate in mathematics over the recent period as shown in this graph? Here we see that from 2017 to 2019 at the primary school and 2017 to 2020 at the secondary school level, students' performance have consistently been below 60%. The second theme that was identified is teachers' lack of knowledge or their teaching styles can contribute to students' learning difficulties. In some cases, or possibly in many cases, we do not cater to students' unique learning styles even when we are knowledgeable of those. It seems easier to go along with the one-size-fits-all narrative. Tinto 2008 states, and I quote, "Access without support is not opportunity," unquote. The third theme that was identified from my research is learning difficulties cause academic failure which can lead to negative self-esteem, involvement in delinquent activities, and subsequent school dropout. Armed with this information, I set out to make a difference through my capstone project in the lives of students who are experiencing difficulty in mathematics. My capstone project was implemented at 2 primary schools within my district. The project consisted of a workshop, the middle of the slide, wherein the principals and the teachers were made aware of dyscalculia and were encouraged to reflect upon their own experiences with mathematics, the students who are experiencing difficulty in mathematics, their teaching methods, and their overall support to those students. From the workshop, I collaborated with the schools to revise the mathematics school-specific plan to incorporate games and technology in order to cater not only to the students who are experiencing difficulties, but to all students. To the left of the screen are some photos of this in action. A focus group discussion with representatives of both schools and an interview with the vice principal, bottom right of the screen, and the teacher revealed that the workshop was informative and meaningful, and that the school-specific program is merited and will be continued. Implementation of the school-specific plans were curtailed by some unforeseen events. The current industrial action has limited the planning and implementation of the program in one school in particular. Therefore, the information that is presented here is reflective more so of one of the 2 schools. Because of the long-term nature of the program, evidence of changes in teachers' outlook and students' performance are not yet fully available. What is next? The way forward: implementation of the program by the outstanding school, implementation of the project in the 5 other primary schools in the district, development of professional learning communities (PLCs) among the schools. I will continue to monitor the schools and provide the support that they need in the implementation of the program. I will determine the short and long-term results of the program through continuous data collection and frequent visits to the schools. And it is my hope that in the future, research can be done on the causes of low performance of students in mathematics. I reiterate the words of Tinto 2008. Access without support is not opportunity. Our students have access to school and mathematics instruction. Are they given their rightful opportunity through relevant instructional support? My teaching philosophy has been and continues to be, all students can learn once their unique needs are catered to by those tasked with the responsibility. These are the references that contributed to today's presentation. Thank you.